Today we are going to the interesting story of UK 2 pence coin. Have you ever looked closely at the change jangling in your pocket? Among the nickels, pennies and dimes, or in the UK, the pounds and pence, there are stories quietly waiting to be discovered. Coins are time capsules, bearing the imprint of history, craftsmanship, and the values of a nation. And today, we're turning the spotlight on a small but mighty piece of British currency, the 2005 UK 2 pence coin. Now, you might be thinking, what could possibly be interesting about a 2p coin from 2005? But trust me, by the time you finish hearing the story behind this copper-plated steel disc, you might find yourself pulling out your own coin jar, hoping to find one just like it. To understand the 2005 UK 2 pence coin, we first have to go back a bit. Let's rewind to 1971, Decimal Day. This was the day the United Kingdom transitioned from the old currency system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the simpler decimal format we know today. With that change came a new set of coins, among them the humble 2p, a bronze coin bearing the crowned badge of the Prince of Wales and the words, New Pence. Originally, the 2p coin was larger and heavier, composed of bronze, and considered quite substantial for its value. But over the years, as inflation ticked upward and the need for cost efficiency grew, changes were made, not just to its size and weight, but to its very composition. Fast forward to 1992, and the Royal Mint decided to switch the alloy from bronze to copper-plated steel, giving it that distinctive magnetic quality. Now, let's leap forward to 2005. This was a year of quiet transformation in the world of UK coinage. No major design overhauls, no celebratory additions for the 2p, at least not yet. But that's what makes the 2005 2 pence coin so special. It was minted during the tail end of what collectors now call the classic reverse era, before the radical rebranding of UK coins in 2008. Picture the 2p coin in your hand. It's round, about 25.9 millimeters in diameter, and weighs a modest 7.12 grams. One side proudly displays the crowned badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet with the motto Ich DIEN, which means I serve in German. This emblem has a deep-rooted history, tracing back to Edward, the Black Prince, in the 14th century. But flip the coin, and you see the most consistent figure in British coinage, the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. On the 2005 coin, it's the 4th portrait of Her Majesty, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998, was distinctive for its realism and dignity, showing the Queen with a mature and stately appearance, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. It's a face that carries decades of history, seen by millions each day in pockets, purses, and tills. So, what makes the 2005 version worth discussing? For collectors, the 2005 UK 2 pence coin represents an intersection of history, design continuity, and impending change. Only a few years later, in 2008, the Royal Mint would unveil an ambitious and modern redesign across all denominations, one that would split the royal shield across multiple coins, revolutionizing the aesthetic of British change. That means the 2005 2p was one of the last to feature the traditional reverse, before modernity reshaped the face of the everyday coin. It's these transitional moments that make coins like the 2005 2p so compelling. They mark the end of an era, not just in design, but in materials and cultural sentiment. The coin's simple coppery face may not dazzle at first glance, but to those in the know, it's a relic of Britain just before a new coinage identity took hold. But the story doesn't end there. The 2005 UK 2 pence coin also carries a bit of mystery, especially for those who enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Every now and then, coin enthusiasts report finding off-metal strikes, minting errors, or unusual wear patterns that elevate an ordinary piece to the status of collectible. While no widespread errors are officially documented for the 2005 2p, the possibility always lingers. Every coin carries with it the potential for surprise. Some collectors have noted coins with double strikes, weak dies, or off-center impressions. These anomalies, while rare, become prized treasures. Imagine finding a 2p that's been stamped slightly off its center axis. It may only be worth a couple of pounds to some, but to a dedicated numismatist, it could be a highlight of their collection.